No dance off. Hi guys.
Oh, am I saying hello too? Hello.
Welcome to 2016.
2016.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm Angela.
I'm not Angela.
That's Rylan. And we are the Helmuths. We actually have 3 other members of our crew, but they're not here right now. They're off with their grandparents, spending the new year with them.
Hooray.
Hooray for our date day, which
Yeah.
we spend
Shopping
and running
and
errands.
doing adulting things.
Being an adult. Yay!
Hooray for adulting.
Hooray for adulting. So we thought with 2016 that we would start documenting our life and what we do on a daily basis and kind of how we live. We thought what better way to do that than to take you with us on what we do the most, which is we drive.
Oh my God, I drive so much.
We drive everywhere. So you will be in this vehicle with us for the unforeseen future. And we'll see where we go, what kind of adventures we have. What is going on with that little baby here?
Let me help.
No. Stop. Ow! That hurt.
Sorry. I was helping you.
You were not. You shoved my glasses down my
I didn't mean
face.
to hit your glasses. You moved your head to hit your glasses.
No, I didn't.
So anyways, this is how we got together. Angela and I have known each other since in time before memoriam, it seems, if you ask our kids.
We met 23 years ago.
Mhm.
I was 10. Rylan was 12.
Cradle robber.
We have not been dating that long, though. We have been together for 11 years. 11 years. Whoa, sorry.
Asking me if we've been together for 11 years?
It's going to be almost 11 years, right? Not quite.
We've been married for 10.
We've been married for 10.
And we were dating for about a year before that.
Yeah. About a year and a half before we got married.
That's it?
Yeah. Not too long. We have 3 beautiful children. Like we said earlier, one is almost 14. He's going to be 14 in less than 2 weeks. One is 10. She's our princess. And then we have a little 7-year-old Ginger.
Who eat your soul.
And it's not offensive, he calls himself the Ginger, so we're okay. No inappropriateness there. Ugh.
Wow. Speaking of pasty, look at that.
I know.
Look at that sun.
Woo! Bad lighting. I gotta find the right angle for this. A lot of this we can clip out. Okay. So, like we said, we've been together for, married for 10 years. And when we were younger, do you want to tell them the story of me standing you out?
Yeah, I'll revisit that hard, rocky time. Oh, the camera's right on me this time. So, I had this big fatty crush on this girl for years. And I could never bring myself to talk to her, so I'd always hit on her best friend. For some reason, that just works. And then one time, I graduated from high school, and I came back. I went to college, out of state, University of Redlands. Go Bulldogs. And I came back for a winter vacation, and I saw Angela over here, and I thought, what high school girl will say no to dating a college guy? It'd be awesome, right? So I went up and said, hey, let's go see a movie or something. And she was like, okay, that'd be great, yay! I'd love to date a college
Not at
guy.
all how I talk, by the way.
Yeah, you'll play this back and you'll see. So anyways, I'm like, cool. And she gave me her number and address. We're gonna pick you up around like 6 o'clock or something at your house on Friday. She's like, okay, 6 o'clock, Friday, my house. That'd be great. So, trying to find her house. I can't find the house. The address isn't on outside where I can see it. So I call the number. It's Friday. Picking her up. Call the number. Her mom answers the phone. And I go, hey, this is Rylan. I'm trying to find your address. I'm supposed to pick Angela up to take her on a date. And she goes, oh, well, Angela's not here. She has already went out with a bunch of her friends. Oops. I'm playing a gig. I'm playing a piano gig over at the church. We're playing Fauré's Requiem. And if you know Fauré's Requiem, you know that there isn't a piano part, there's a harp part, but there is no harp, so I had to play the piano part. And if you also know Fauré's Requiem, you know that the harp part is tacit like 98% of the time. So I'm sitting there throughout the most of the thing, and this chick right here is in the front row with her best friend. And
Hi, Stephanie.
they're sitting there and they're just making faces at me the whole time. After the concert, I go up and they come up to me, and she goes,
I came up to him and I said, I'm gonna marry you so you can play piano for me every day. And he said,
well, it is a good thing that I just broke up with my fiance literally a week ago. So,
great timing.
timing is impeccable.
So we went out for a drink that night.
Mhm.
We went to a little bar over by the university here in glorious Las Vegas.
No, it's fabulous Las Vegas.
Fabulous Las Vegas.
All the signs say fabulous Las Vegas.
So we went to this little bar called Moose's.
It's not there anymore.
It's not there anymore. Sad. And we were there for literally like 20 minutes. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, oh, sorry, gotta go. I've got a friend coming in town. We totally did that.
I did.
And he left me at the bar. Apparently that was his payback for my standing him up all of those years ago.
What did you get?
And so from then on, we just kind of talked via text and via phone calls. And then I was going out of town. And here is where our stories differ.
No, this is where she starts lying about what happened.
No. So we went out of town. I went out of town. And I remember it like this. I remember telling him, hey, Rye, I'm going to go out of town. I'll be back on such and such date. Give me a call after then and we can go out.
Which is not how it went down.
He remembers it as...
I remember it as, and I'm not remembering it as a certain way because it happened this certain way. She goes, hey, I'm leaving town. I said, cool, when are you going to be back? She goes, I'm not sure. I'll call you when I get back. I will call you when I get back.
That's not how it happened.
That is exactly how it happened.
Anyways, needless to say, we did not get in touch with each other because I
Because
thought
she didn't call me when she said she was going to.
we were both waiting for each other. Anyways.
And I wasn't waiting that much.
So then he was part of this music group at our church, and he was playing another gig, and we ran into each other there. And from then on, we started kind of casually dating. Neither one of us really was looking for a long-term commitment or an exclusive commitment. I was in college, I was working, and I was raising our eldest son, Ethan. I was raising him. And so I was really just focused on that. And like he said, he had just split up from his longtime girlfriend and fiance and was not looking to lock himself back down with a relationship.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. So we were just casually dating, and the more we casually dated, the more we realized we really didn't want to be with somebody else.
I thought you were going to end that with, as much as we dated, we realized we didn't really want to date each other.
No. And so we became exclusive. And we're only seeing each other. And we both were in college, and we kind of had discussed...
I was going for...
Yeah, he was working on his master's. I was working on my undergraduate. And we had discussed the possibility of marriage, but it really was like an abstract idea that was more based on graduation for his master's, graduation for my undergraduate. We had so much going on in our lives at the time, like I said, like school, I was, single mom. Like we really just didn't think that we had the time or the resources to settle down, and we didn't really desire to settle down that much at that point. Fast forward about 4 or 5 weeks, we found out we were pregnant with our beautiful little girl.
Serendipitous it was.
Yes, very much so. And we knew that we had talked about getting married. And we have people ask us all the time, did you get married because you had Aria? And the answer is no. Because if you get married because of something like that, it's not going to work.
In our opinion, we think you're doomed to fail.
Yeah. We wanted to make sure if we got married, we were getting married because we love each other and because we really truly wanted to spend our lives together. We both had grown up in homes that had issues, and we wanted our kids to have a stable household. And whether that meant that we just were co-parents and we worked together, or it meant that we got married, that it was a choice that we wanted to make without, the factor of being pregnant. So we actually didn't get married until our daughter was 6 weeks old. Much to a lot of people's... A lot of people, they either were surprised that we got married, period, or they were upset that we didn't get married sooner. But we got married, and then we lived in a little tiny, they called it a condo. It's more like an apartment.
No.
And then not long after we had moved into our first house, about a year after we moved into our first house, we had decided we did not want any more kids. We were done. We had a boy and a girl.
We had a boy, we had a girl. Now, the interim after we had Aria and we got married, I stopped school for a while to get an actual job to support a wife and kids.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's all these cars coming because I'm here.
And so we had thought, we're not going to have any more kids. Ryland's going to go back to school and finish his master's. I'm going to go back to school and finish my undergraduate. The kids are finally old enough to where we can do that. I had a myriad of health problems and had been diagnosed with endometriosis, which makes it hard to have babies anyways. And because of all the surgeries I'd had and all the medications I'd been on, I was told I probably would not conceive again, and if I did, it would be a really hard pregnancy. So we made the decision just to stop. We were done. And then Ryland was going to go in and get a vasectomy. We went for the consult. We had it all lined up. And then we got pregnant.
Another serendipitous moment.
Absolutely.
So, to backtrack, we've got 3 children. Each of them was a whoops.
Yeah. None of them were planned.
None of them were planned. None of them were, hey, we're pregnant. Yay!
But we cannot envision our life without
We wouldn't have it any other
every
way.
single one of them. We would not have it any other way. There will be no pregnancy announcements on this channel.
At least not from her.
Yeah. Like I said, I had
me.
a myriad of health problems, and they didn't stop after we had our youngest. He was actually born about 5 weeks early due to some health issues. And then when he was about 18 months old, I underwent a hysterectomy for the endometriosis and no longer can have any children due to that. So we are happily raising our 3 children and our 3 dogs, and we would love for you guys just to come along on the ride with us. That's a little bit about us. You'll find out more about the kids. They'll each give you, I'm sure, a rundown, except for probably our oldest, because he'll probably just be like, meh. I'm a teenager. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. This is what he'll do. Don't look at me with his hair, and then he'll flip it, because that's what he does. But we're excited for this year. We're excited for what this year brings, and we can't wait to share it all with you. So, from Vegas, from us, Happy New Year. And
To most of you.
To pretty much all of you. Happy New Year, and we will see you again soon. Bye.
I meant bye.